So let's get this straight once and for all. So men literally, this woman puts they literally will sleep with the chorus. Marilyn Monroe is an example. Women in hospitals that have passed, they will sleep with children. They will sleep with their relatives. They will. I mean, we could go on and on. So when we walk around, let's really start being honest. When we walk around and give them all this credit and give us all this past, all this nobility for being men, okay, we're lying. See, the men years and years ago knew they had to protect their daughters from these creatures called men. Grandfathers and great-grandfathers protected their daughters from men. And these days, women are on their own. They're doing what they want to do. Nobody can tell you what to do. Okay, I understand that. And so women have decided, as they always did, they're so nice. He's cute. Fathers are like, you don't understand. When I was younger, I was that age, and I know what kind of mentality they have. So women are still walking around without the benefit of their fathers giving them advice, there to protect them, because a lot of them are not there to start. And they're not getting the advice to say, listen, be careful. They have terrible temperaments. If they're not controlled, they will do this, that, and the other, and they will have no problem. And women are just acting as if they could walk around like a platter of food around these men who act like they're ravenous. They haven't eaten in 5 years. And that's how their temperament seems to be. Whether they're married or single, they could have just had a relation with their wife the night before. But when they saw you the next morning at the office, they lost their mind. They act ravenous. And you're the food platter and you're acting like you're not. It's annoying. It really frustrates me that women are acting like they are not just something to be consumed by these men. They're acting like they're such, and this is what the men, if you really listen, they're telling you how they see you, irregardless to whether you like what they're saying or not. You need to open your ears and listen. They are telling you, I don't see you as much of anything but something that I can enjoy and dispose of. It's something that I can do whatever I want with. And these women still go, well, but, and they prance around. Your choice is to leave them alone because they just playing with you. They keep saying it's your choice whether you want to be intimate or not. I don't get why women are still being intimate with men. I really don't understand it. I honestly don't understand it with all of these men telling you we don't even value you and your sexuality. And they still go marching, they get impregnated, and then they keep the child. It's a vicious cycle. Hey, do whatever you want to do. But they are nobody for you to play with. Then they're ending the lives of certain women as they see fit because they think they're the judge and juror. They really are. She's this and that, and I don't regret it. How many times have I heard these men who have committed these acts? Some of them were actual husbands of these women. They've said they don't regret it. I don't know why any woman is still in Xanadu saying, I'm looking for my Prince Charming. All you can do is ask God and pray. Because if you think you on your own, running all around the place, like this guy was saying, go to another town, go to another happy hour and find your husband, honey. I don't recommend that. Running all over the place looking for something that's supposed to be looking for you. The reason why the men are not finding women is because they're not looking for women. Now, if we use this Bible, it says he finds them. He that findeth a wife findeth a good thing. These men are not looking for you. That's why they're not finding you. If you go across town, you might find a guy that matches you. That doesn't mean you're finding a husband. These men don't want to get married. I'm tired of everybody talking as if these men are so eligible and so amazing. They're making a lot of money and they don't want to get married. They're making a little bit of money and they want to marry you because you have more money than them. Let's just stop pretending that there's some fantasy world out there where black women could just walk down the street and find this gem of a guy. It happens sometimes. It does. Of course it does. But let's stop pretending that it's such an accessible idea. It isn't. Simply because a chunk of these men are in prison. A chunk of these men are low income. And a chunk of these men don't want to be bothered. Okay, can we please stop pretending that the black community is a great place to get a husband? Can we stop it, please? These men are monstrous in general. Then when you go into the black community, you have even less of a chance because of the way things are stacked up. And everybody keeps talking about it in the most fantasy way possible. Fantasy. We need to face reality. There's not a lot of options for women. Stop pretending that they are. These monsters are everywhere. Go into the black community, you have monsters, then you have the guys who are in jail. As I said, you have the low income guys that want you because they want you to step up their life, but they wind up dragging you down. Then you have the guys who are unavailable because they don't want to get married. Okay, that's where we are. And then you have a slither of men that want to get married. I don't know where they are. That bunch, the incognito, I don't know if they're in the house too, waiting to be found. They're probably at home watching TV after they made their pasta. And they're sitting at home watching TV, relaxing. Because they said, I'm not going outside because it's too wild and crazy. I don't know where they are. They're somewhere, but there's about 15 of them. I'm just saying. That's reality. It's time for us to face reality. Seriously. It's time for us to face reality.